On my walk over here, I was trying to kind of find the words or things that I was going to say to open this press conference up, and the only word that I can come up with was embarrassed. I'm really embarrassed by our effort today. I know my kids, I know how hard we work, and I know how much effort we put in to prepare for these games. So in our first home game, home opener in the ACC, for us to come out lethargic with no energy, it's just unacceptable. I'm apologetic to our fans that are showing up for us every time we come home to support us. Not okay, but we'll come back and we'll be different. I can promise that.
Tina, it seemed like a solid first quarter, and then obviously everything swung in the second. What was the big difference in the second quarter?
Comfort. Like, we're a blue-collar team. At no point in the game do we have the luxury of being comfortable and not being exactly who we are. At no point do we have the luxury of diverting from the game plan. We spend hours and hours and hours watching film because it's necessary for us to be precise and play teams and defend them in certain ways. And we went out in the second quarter and we did not do that, and we lost the game in the second quarter. They outscored us by 19. We lose this game by 19. That was our demise.
Lisa, what, from the player's standpoint, what did the first quarter lull the team into a false sense of security, being up 5 after one quarter?
I think we knew that the game wasn't going to be won after one quarter, but they started hitting shots. They knocked down the three-point shots, and we just got frustrated. We lost kind of like our team execution. We put our heads down. We didn't respond the right way, and it just like turned into, I don't know, like a downward fall. It was really hard to get out of it. And I just think our response wasn't good for adversity.
Yeah, Shamira, this is your first game at home at UVA. What is it like just kind of getting back out on the court this past month and, coming out and having a good game today?
I think the good thing is that me being able to help the team more defensively and offensively, but I think just me being back into the rotation, trying to help the team do more. But, I mean, obviously I got to do more for the team.
And Coach, since y'all were last here, you've got Shamira, but also another transfer that came in, while y'all were gone. So what is it like to have a little bit more depth out there to play with?
I mean, it's always good to have depth, but, I mean, when we go to our bench, we have to respond. And even with our depth, it's kind of hard for us to go there because the level drops at times. We're going to have to go back to the drawing board, and we're going to have to change how we're approaching things and our effort. I mean, are we giving in? Absolutely not, because that is not who we are, but we have to start games and finish games.
Shamira, this is the 35 minutes today, the most you've played as a college player. Where are you in terms of your fitness and your health and in terms of your recovery?
I think I've improved, and I've been working hard in practice, so I think I've been able to continue to play more and play minutes. So overall, I think I'm getting back healthy. Just got to keep working.
Tina, what does the addition of Shamira do for this team?
I mean, it definitely helps us. I mean, it gives us another player that could actually help us score baskets. But like Shamira said, I mean, defense is kind of who we are. Of course, you have to score points in order to score, but we have to stop teams. The ACC is a very difficult conference, and it doesn't get any easier. Today was a winnable game for us. And like I told our kids, we cannot leave wins on the table. You sit down in a restaurant, you're not going to leave your wallet on the table and go home. Like, you're going to take your money. And that's how we were supposed to approach this game today. And we did not do that. We did not bring our best selves.
Jocelyn, she ended up with 12 points, but I think she only had 2 in the first half. And some of that was foul trouble. Was Carolina doing anything different to her defensively than other teams have done?
No, not really. Our reality is that most teams that play us in the country believe that if they stop Jocelyn, then they're going to have a pretty good chance to beat our team. As a player, I would find that very disrespectful, and that if people feel that they could beat one, or if they take one player from our team out of the game, then they could beat us. So we have to respond differently as a team. It is not Jocelyn's lone responsibility to carry this team. She has teammates, and the energy that she brings, the energy and the toughness that Lisa brings, we have to match it. If we could play 2-on-2, I would take that duo all day long. But the reality is that we can't.
Any other questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go Who's.